Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know I said we were going to be right back on schedule with one video a week, but I promise I have a good excuse. We found out last week that my oldest cat, Biddy, the gray one, I don't think you guys have met her because was very shy and a little bit skittish. She liked to keep to herself mostly, but she was most known in the studio for knocking over my paintbrushes all the time. I still have to clean some that she knocked over before we had to say goodbye on Friday. And yeah, we determined from the vet visits and everything that I was doing during the week that she was very sick and there wasn't much we could do. So on Friday, we said goodbye. So I'm still a little upset about it, but I'm no longer super in tears like I was last week and the weekend. So I decided to go ahead and record a video. That way my face doesn't look worse than it does. Goodness, I look red today. But yeah, I figured just something easy. I do an art supply haul. I've been accumulating these things over the summer. Instead of doing little tiny mini ones, this one's just going to be a small one encompassing everything I've picked up since about May-ish, give or take. Yeah, it's nothing major, nothing super exciting. There's one thing that's kind of exciting that I'm really excited to try, but most of them are staples that I picked up in different styles or different colors to help me on my journey to becoming an artist, alley artist. So lots of staples for that sort of thing, because while I am doing digital art, I did digital art over the summer, and I showed you guys in the last video some of the stuff I did. If you want to go back and click to the end of that one, I'll try and leave a link down below for that. Or at the end card, I'll try and put it in there. But yeah, I needed a lot of different colors and different types, like maybe instead of a black, a brown, you know, that sort of thing. So a lot of that is going to be what's today. But I'm going to share nonetheless and talk a little bit to you about my artist alley journey. And speaking of that, if you're interested in any type of art related videos, whether it's the journey to an artist alley, or if it's art hauls, or guides, tips, tricks, brand reviews, you name it, it's art related, I do it. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're new here. And give the video a thumbs up to help support the channel. It really helps, I promise. And leave a comment down below. Talk about the supplies I go over today. Talk about Artist Alley. Have you ever been to one? Have you ever participated in one as an artist? Let me know. I would love some advice if you have some. Or just comment about how your day is going. I just love comments and talking with you guys. It's great. But I say this intro is long enough. How about we... Blah. But that's enough about that. How about we get on into those supplies and see what I've got. Alright, let's go. Okay, so this little bin is a little bit of a mess, but it has everything that I have gotten most recently. On top, as we can see, is some paper, which hopefully as I take this out, maybe the lighting will improve a little bit. A little bit. Here, we'll take this off to the side. Maybe that'll help. Goodness, this desk is a mess. I had one of the last things Biddy did is actually knock over one of my plants, and I can't seem to keep the dirt from appearing everywhere. It's like I move something and there's more dirt. It's crazy, but I couldn't be mad at her, and we were saying goodbye, so. Alright, enough sadness. I got this. This is, as I clean off her fur, a Shizen Design professional grade watercolor paper. It is a smooth surface, internally and externally sized, acid free. There is 5 sheets in the pack, and it is 100% rag paper at 300 GSM, 140 pound, and size 9 by 12. And I saw this in an art shop in Waco for the first time, and I fell in love with the don't know if you can quite see it that well, the deckled edges there. I fell in love with that. And while I was there for a purpose and was supposed to stick to that purpose, I couldn't help but grab this because I thought it would just make for some beautiful originals that I'd like to sell one day, or maybe keep for myself. I thought it would just be really pretty. So I'm going to be practicing, getting back in the swing of things for watercolor, since I have not painted since June. So it's been about 2 months. And I'll do some test paintings, and then when I feel ready, I'm going to do something on this paper. And if you'd like to kind of join me on that, so you want to watch me paint what I paint on here, I would really like that. So let me know in the comment section. The comment section. Goodness, words are hard today. And let me know if you'd like to see paintings done on this paper. But yeah, so I have no opinion. I've never heard of Shizen Design. I'm completely unfamiliar. So we will see what that's like. Digging into the bin. I'm just going to grab the boring one first, and that is more art tape, 1 inch wide, kind of masking artist tape. It says it's a medium tack and acid free and works with all writing media materials. I was going to say materials. It's one off Amazon. I've never tried this brand before. It's TSS Art. I don't know how you would art. I don't know. I'm probably making fun of it at this point. But yeah, I'm almost out of tape. And before I get back into it, I figured I'd get some more. That way I don't run out in all the practice that I will be doing. Digging along again while we're still on the topic of watercolor. Let me dig in here. And this was a while back, but Michaels had clearance out their Daniel Smith paints at my local store because they're just doing that. The store near me is terrible for art supplies, unfortunately, and they're mostly just the store brand and a few other things, so unfortunately I won't be going there probably too often, except maybe for canvases. But honestly, from that last haul earlier, back in the spring, I have enough canvases to last me a long time, so I probably won't be visiting Michael's for a while, which is unfortunate. But I guess I did get $5 tubes of a few colors that I don't have, or I'm out of. Hansa Yellow Light, which is PY3? PY3. I'm almost out of this color, so I wanted to get another tube to help me out with that. And I picked up a couple of new colors for me. Quinacridone Purple sounded like fun to try. That is PV55. And then Undersea Green, which we have right here. This is a mix of PB29, PO48, and PY150. And I didn't have that one either when I was viewing everything. Here, we'll zoom a little bit so we can see better. But yeah, I knew off the top of my head that I did not have these colors, or I needed these colors, so I went ahead and gave them a grab. I still need to add these two to my palette. I've been lazy over the summer, not filling half pans and just focusing on the digital art when I can. So yeah, so I have a lot of half pans to fill. I have the core paints from the Palette Packs box that I have to pan. I still have some Sennelier I need to pan. Goodness, I am behind. But let's move on to the next things, and I'll bring these out together because they're very similar. They're the same brand, same thing, basically. And that is the Pigma Micron brush set and the brush set graphic. This one here is sepia tone, so it's got a nice brown tone to it. And then this one is the light cool gray and the cool gray. So you have really light one. Here, let's see if we can do it without the glare. Probably about right there. You can see the difference in the caps at the end there. So all in all, I have light gray, cool gray, and sepia to add to the black ones that I already had. And I did that because I did a piece and I outlined it in black and I didn't like it. It was just too strong for the piece. And a gray would have fit much better thematically. And then I was thinking of a few other things that brown would fit more thematically. So I went ahead and grabbed these sets because they both have an 05, which is a 0.45 millimeter, which is the common one that I use to line art. And I oftentimes will use the brush nib as well if I'm wanting more dynamic lines. They differ a little bit in that this one comes with a GR, which I think is like a regular type of plastic nib. And these ones come with a 10 size 6.6 millimeter thing. So the set's different a little bit, but I have what I need in both sets, so I was happy to do that. And I had to order these because none of my art stores had these in stock in the colors I wanted. I was just going to buy individually the 05 and the brush, but they were just out of cool gray, they were out of gray, they were out of the brown. I could have gotten like red and green and blue and stuff, but I don't really need those colors, at least as of yet, so I'll get those when I need those. But going into the last batch here, I have this little bag here, and I have this whole mess of stuff here. I'll take them out and put them together. Okay, so these little ones here in this tiny bag are from Jerry's Artorama in person. From the last time I went there, and I picked up a few I thought that could help. And then I picked up Neutral Gray 1, Neutral Gray 3, and BV Quads 0 Pale Thistle. So I picked these up there. This one dried out for me. So I've had this one before, but it dried out. And then I've got Cool Gray and a couple of Warm Grays, which we'll get to in a moment. But I did not have Cool Neutral Gray, which again, I found a piece that I thought these would fit better. So I'm probably going to just redo that whole piece, honestly, with the new stuff I have. Going in line with grays, we have Warm Gray 1, adding to my Warm Grays. BV colors, this is 20 and 23 for BV. This is dull lavender and grayish lavender. They're a nice purpley gray tone. So I really like that, and I think that will work both for shadows and other things. We have one blue, an 01 mint blue. I have ideas for this one. Plus I needed it. And then there was a character that I didn't quite have the right color for and their skin tone, so I picked up E40, 41, and 43 for brick white, pearl white, and dull ivory. Now technically I think I've used some of these already. Like I know I used this one, I think, for Gojo's eyes in a portrait of him. Looking as Gojo-y as possible in his... it's a very Gojo look. You'll see. I believe I've shown it to you. So, yeah. So I've got another selection of Copics to add to the selection that I have, and they're going to come in great handy for that. And that is sadly all that is in my box, my messy box, because it's just been sitting idle. And yeah, so like I said, it's a little art supply haul, but pretty much everything I have a plan for, and most of it was planned to get. The Pigma Microns and the Copics were planned, so was the tape. It was only the watercolors from Daniel Smith at Michael's and the paper at the Waco store that I went to. And that really caught me off guard, and I picked up. And trying to go easy on the spending. You know how it is. And I think I've done good, but we'll get another art supply haul here soon that we can check out and enjoy together as I discover more things I need to do getting closer to the conventions I'm looking to attend. I should hear back if I got into a couple towards the end of September, and wish me good luck. I'm crossing my fingers here, see? That hopefully that will turn out okay and I get into a couple. I'm prepared if I don't. I'm a big girl, I can handle it. And then hopefully I'll just keep applying and eventually someone will cut a newbie a break, right? But yeah, so that explains last week with Biddy, unfortunately. This week has been crazy. I had to take a class, a lesson, website building for a certain website builder that I'm using. I had to go to the doctor, which took a lot out of me yesterday, Tuesday the 29th, I believe it was yesterday. I'm recording on the 30th, if you're curious. And yeah, the doctor was a little overwhelming with a lot of news. and today was just the first day I could really just sit down and record. So hopefully I can get this edited today. We'll see that later as you're watching this if I made it in time. And yeah, I guess that about wraps things up. If you have any questions for me or anything like that, like I said, just leave a comment down below. I love to chat with you guys. It's one of my favorite things to see a comment pop up. And I guess it's going to be take care, have a good one, and bye for now.